What is going on, team? We are live inside the Facebook Elite Community, A1 Elite Community page. So come on in. If you're part of the 14-day challenge, you should have a link to come and join me inside of the Zoom room where you can come and ask any questions after the topic I'll be speaking today. Or if you're just watching it live inside of the A1 Fitness Elite Community page, welcome. And of course, if you're watching the replay, at some stage tomorrow or later on in the evening, just hashtag replay and of course drop any questions that you may have as I speak through the topic that I'm going about today. So today I want to be speaking about making habits stick. And really what I want to dive into are insights from Atomic Habits, which is an absolutely amazing book by James Clear. I've listened to it now and I've read it, and each time it was just mind-blowing. So many different things to take action on and implement. And of course, I've brought some of the stuff into my own life when it comes to my health and fitness and my business. And I've also brought it into my programs that I give for you guys, for the 14-day challenge and inside my one-to-one and group coaching programs too. And really, the Atomic Habits book and everything in it has so many different insights that it's very, very hard to talk about all of them. But I've tried to speak on 5 main things from the book to just make it a little bit sort of more easier to digest. But of course, if there's any questions that you have about this or about the book or anything like that in general, reach out to me and I'm more than happy to speak more on it because, as I say, it is just transformational. So as you've probably seen, if you're coming inside of the 14-day challenge or if you're already a couple of days into the 14-day challenge, developing consistent habits is both obviously crucial for personal growth and success, but it can be really, really tough. All right. Sticking to consistent habits can be really, really tough. And that's really where this book, Atomic Habits, and the term Atomic Habits comes in. It is basically a list of principles put forward by James Clear in his book, which is obviously called Atomic Habits. And he then shares some awesome tips and tricks that can make staying consistent with your habits a lot easier. Now, I'm not saying that if you follow everything here, you're going to be able to stick to your habits consistently for the rest of your life, but it definitely makes things easier and it makes bouncing back easier as well, because you have to remember that one time, if you just don't follow a habit consistently and it drops, it doesn't mean that you failed. All right. The failure is just feedback, as I like to say, which I've spoken about in previous videos. Because really, guys, there's no such thing as failure. All right, there isn't. All right, it's just feedback. It's just telling you that this way doesn't work. A really, really cool acronym that I have for the word fail that I just learned from one of my other fellow entrepreneurs inside of my business community that I'm a part of is FAIL stands for fail at learning first. I know exactly. God, that's terrible. I can't even remember it. So I will check that up for you and let you know. But look, here's the 5 principles from the book that I want to implement into my life, and I want you to start implementing as well, to start getting the best results inside of not just your health and fitness journey, but as I say, inside of your life in general too. So first of all, I want to talk about the magic of Atomic Habits. So Clear tells us that the secret lies in focusing on atomic habits. So what Atomic Habits are small, bite-sized actions that actually add up over time. So instead of going all out, like a lot of us tend to do, and overwhelming ourselves with big goals, we actually break them down into tiny, tiny steps. And so then by identifying these small actions that lead to those desired results, we make progress every day. Because I've seen it time and time again. Most people, have these huge goals when it comes to their health and fitness, their life, their business, their career, and it just becomes so overwhelming that they actually never achieve them. Or sometimes they don't even start, unfortunately, which is even worse. But by breaking these down into small chunks and taking consistent action every day is a much, much better and more sustainable way to get results in your health and fitness journey. It's basically like putting together puzzle pieces one at a time until the whole picture comes together, rather than trying to do, just putting the whole picture together all at once. You got to do it one piece at a time. So next major thing that he talks about that I think is another really cool trick is habit stacking. Okay, so we got to stack them habits. And what this is basically about is piggybacking new habits onto existing ones. Okay, so you take a habit that you already have and you use it as a sort of a trigger for the new habit that you want to build. So basically, it's just like saying, hey, if I do this thing, I'll automatically do that thing after it. So think about it like this. Here's a quick example. After brushing your teeth in the morning, you can squeeze in 10 minutes of reading, let's just say, or you can squeeze in 10 squats. All right. So by linking this new habit to an established routine that you already have, like brushing your teeth, you're much more likely to keep it up and running rather than having each sort of habit, haphazardly throughout the day. And sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay. So really, really quick and easy way to start building consistent habits is by using habit stacking. So next, you want to be setting the stage for success, guys. Okay. So Clear reminds us that our environment plays a massive role in our habits. Huge. So let's set that stage for success. So you might want to think about rearranging your surroundings to make positive behaviors easier and obstacles harder. So if you want to exercise more, clear some space in your house for a mini workout area. All right. If you're trying to do some exercise in a room that's already cluttered and there's loads of different things in the room, you're not going to be, you're not going to want to do it, first of all. And then second of all, then you most likely won't do it. So if you want to snack or eat healthier, just have those yummy fruit and vegetables close by. All right. Don't have them sitting down the bottom of the fridge where maybe you see them every time you open the fridge. Literally chop them up and have them ready for you to go right in front of you once you open the fridge. So that, again, they're within arm's reach, and it's much, much easier for you to stick to that better and healthier habit of snacking healthier. And another one, don't forget to tidy up your workspace to minimize distractions. Okay, because again, when your environment supports your habits, it's easier to stay consistent. So if you find that you're all cluttered when it comes to work, your mind might be a little bit cluttered as well. And so therefore, maybe you're not getting any, clarity on scheduling times in for your workouts, scheduling different times in or putting plans together with your family or your friends. So literally tidy your workspace, tidy your environment or your house in general, and keep things nice and clear and uncluttered as much as you can. And it's much, much easier to stay consistent. Next, guys, what you want to be doing is tracking and celebrating your progress. Okay, so keeping tabs on your habits is absolutely crucial for staying on track. All right, you can't have certain habits and then just, again, haphazardly just doing them every now and then and not actually keeping anything on track and then keeping on measuring anything. Because if that's the case, how are you meant to know if you're actually progressing? So what Clear suggests is measuring your progress, and a really important part of measuring your progress is celebrating those small wins. Okay, you literally want to be giving yourself a pat on the back for a job well done at the end of every single day. A thing that I like to do with my partner is we acknowledge each other for something good that we've done during the day. So maybe try that one as well. Literally talk to your partner or say to yourself, what would you like to be acknowledged for today? And just give yourself a pat on the back and say, yep, I did that and I was really happy I did that. So there's a couple of ways you can track your habits. All right, you can obviously track it by marking it on a calendar, or there's many sort of different apps that I've used as well, and there's so many out there, so many habit tracking apps. Seeing your progress then visually as well, gives you that dopamine hit and gives you that reward along the way, and this will therefore keep you more motivated and hungry for continuing on. And it's absolutely amazing once you start tracking consistently. So this is probably one of the most powerful ideas in Atomic Habits, and this is the principle of embracing your inner superhero, are basically shaping your identity around your desired habits. And so Clear says it's more about becoming the superhero version of yourself, the literally best version of yourself that you want to be. So when it comes to exercise, instead of saying, I want to exercise more, already think and already identify by saying, I am a fitness fanatic. So embrace the identity of the person that you want to become, because most people talk about doing the behavior first and then go to the identity. Whereas if you're able to switch that and work on the identity first, the behavior comes automatically. So embrace the identity of the person you want to be, like that fitness fanatic. When you truly believe that you're that person, you will be much more committed to your habits and you will actually just start rocking them. I promise you. So to finish today's video, guys, building consistent habits isn't going to be a walk in the park. All right. It's very hard. All right. It can be very, very hard. But by keeping things super simple, like I have inside of my 14-day challenge with, you know, the quick and easy nutrition principles to follow, you know, the simple and easy to follow exercises, by keeping things super simple and implementing some of these principles from the Atomic Habits book that I've just talked about in this video, you will have so many different weapons or so many different tools in your toolbox. Okay, absolutely amazing. So by focusing on those atomic habits, by stacking them, by optimizing your environment, by tracking your progress, and then by embracing your inner superhero, you, let me tell you, team, will be unstoppable. Okay, so let's go ahead, tackle those habits, unleash your potential, and transform yourself for the better. All right, you got this, guys. So that's all for today's video. All right, so I hope you found that valuable, and you know, gives you some sort of better insights around, you know, atomic habits and how to stay consistent with your habits, whether it's inside of the 14-day challenge with me or you haven't joined into the 14-day challenge with me and you're just going through your own fitness journey. So you're part of the A1 Fitness Elite group community, and that's absolutely fine. But if you are someone who's looking to get better results in your health and fitness, I honestly advise you to start getting consistent with simple habits. If you're not sure where to start with what simple habits you should be focusing on, more than happy to help you out. Just send me a quick message on Facebook. That's probably the easiest way to contact me, or also my phone number is on my Facebook profile as well if you want to send me a WhatsApp message. Or of course you can send me an email, but I would recommend, first of all, sending me a WhatsApp message, then a Facebook message. I'm here to help you guys, and I'm here to hold you accountable and support you every step of the way when you come into each one of my programs. So if you're looking for a, you know, free program to come into, I have my 14-day challenge ongoing at the moment. And if you're further interested in talking about different sort of subjects around mindset, such as self-doubt and how to increase your self-esteem, I do also have a webinar coming up on the 21st of June. So for anyone in the A1 Elite community, or that's part of the 14-day challenge that wants to come in and view that, I will put the link into this video, or you can just again send me a message and you can get your ticket that way as well for the online webinar. So that's it, guys. All right. So get going with those atomic habits. All right. If you're part of the 14-day challenge, stay consistent with everything I have laid out for you inside of the app. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me. More than happy to support you in any way that I can in order for you to get the best results in your health and fitness journey. All right. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you have an amazing evening, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take it easy.